the managers and a lot of the coworkers. An instance that was also really crazy, I don't know if I remember it that well. One girl quit because she found out how much another coworker got paid, which is, I feel like it's illegal to talk about that, isn't it? Like at work.
I think I've heard
You're
that
not
too.
supposed to talk about how much you get paid. And she found out and she literally rose hell. She was like, fuck no, I'm not gonna get paid this much, this and that. And actually, I like side with her because they lowball you when you get paid. They want to give you the lowest thing possible. And I feel like you should always be like insisting to them, like, I know what I'm doing, can you please pay me what I'm doing, like what I know what I can do. And yeah, that was that. But it was such a crazy thing. Like, it was just crazy. It was never organized, it was never managed well.
That's why I say it's really stressful. We really saw like what she went through when she started working there. And you know, like I told you guys in the beginning of this video, I used to work at a place where it wasn't like that, but I felt really rushed. The managers were not really that helpful to me, and they embarrassed me once, like right in front of a customer, and it made me feel uncomfortable about that. So I decided to leave because it got to the point, did this happen to you? It got to the point where I didn't want to go to work anymore, and I would cry before work.
Yeah, I would either before or after work. Maybe I wouldn't cry before work because it was so early and I was just like, I'm not even awake yet. But sometimes at work when I was by myself, I cried out of anger just because of how much it stressed me out. And then after work, I think I cried to my boyfriend a couple times and I was like, I'm so stressed. And he'd be like, oh, just quit already, like you don't need it and this and that. And I'm kind of embarrassed of how I quit. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Oh no, yeah, no. Literally, we went to go wash clothes, you guys. Like that time, remember? We went
Yeah.
to 11.
So I worked that day.
Yeah.
I worked that day, and then after work, I worked the fucking early ass shift. And after work, we went to go wash clothes at a lavanderia just because it was like big. And I was like telling Karen in the car, I was like, I can't do this anymore, Karen. Like, it's so stressful. And Karen was just like, just quit already, quit. And I was like, okay, I want to put my 2 weeks in. And then I was just like, you know what? No.
They tried to tell her, like, what did they tell you? Like, new positions or...
They're like, we can lower your position to a different thing. So I was like, I need to talk to you ASAP. And the person I'm talking to was...
Like, assistant manager?
She was assistant manager and she was also a stockroom manager. Like, the actual manager of the stockroom. I wasn't like a part-time manager or assistant manager. So, okay, I texted the manager. I was like, I need to talk to you ASAP. And she was like, okay, you can call me. And I was like, I can't talk on the phone at this moment, but I'm going to be completely honest. I can't work at Beep anymore because it's too stressful for me at the moment with school, my family, and work. And I mean, it's true. I wasn't in school at the moment, but I knew I was going to start soon. It was the stressful part of my life. I didn't want to think about work. I didn't want to be at work. I didn't want to look at work. I didn't want to do anything regarding work. So then...
Well, I don't think it was embarrassing because it's for your own health, and it's good that she did it because she didn't wait. I went through it. I told her, you know what, just quit if it's not making you happy, and quit if you're because you're really stressed. I was like, you don't need that in your life. Like, you know, we already have a lot of stuff that we go through sometimes, and like, yeah, just for your own health, just quit.
Like, I've gone through stressful ass moments and at work. I remember my first job, like, I feel like, I don't know, where they made me manager and I was stressed, but I could literally do it. I can do it and I know I can do it. But with this job, it was just stress after stress after stress. So I was done. And she was like, okay, do you want to step down as an associate? And I was like, no, not really. And she was like, okay, when is your last day? And I was like, tomorrow. I guess I'll just work tomorrow. And I guess she just didn't want me to work tomorrow. And she's like, okay, well, this is called job abandonment, wherein you don't want to put in your last 2 weeks and you don't want to work tomorrow. And I was like, I never said that, but okay. So that's how I quit my job. It's embarrassing, but at the same time, it was needed just because, you know, like, it was just like, I couldn't do it anymore. And I feel like if you know me, like, I feel like I'm a hardworking person. I don't really quit easily. And with them, it was just something that I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't.
Like, it breaks you at one point, and because Jenny, she would go in every morning like in la mañana, like 5 to right? 5 a.m.
Yeah, 5 a.m. to 10
I would
a.m.
take her, and she would be in the back, like just cleaning, like she told you guys, and she would just be like organizing all the clothes and stuff. And then sometimes I'm gonna go ahead and put some like
Screenshots.
yeah,
Pictures.
screenshots on the screen so y'all can see how neat she would leave the stuff. And
So leave everything organized, and I would come back and it would be messy. And it got to the point where I would like go back to the stock room and see how messy it was and cry out of frustration just because I knew I didn't leave it like that. And I would start taking pictures of how I left things like neat and tidy, so that once I come back and I see that they left it like that, I could be like, I did not leave shit like that. Like, I get it, it's been a couple days or it's been a day since I worked, but you could keep it clean. If I left it clean, you could keep it clean. Like, there's no need for you to make it even more messy. So then another instance was, so anytime we told them something, they just didn't like it. And I was just like, bitch, you fucking tell us to tell you something. So basically, my friend Veronica texted me, and we were talking about how she stood up to them and she was like, hey, I don't like the way you guys have been treating me and all of this. And the thing is, I was in the back room and I was hearing literally the store manager and the assistant manager, the manager that was in charge of me, talk so much shit about all these fucking workers. And I was like, that is so fake. That literally, imagine someone walked up in here and heard you say that, like, that is shitty. Like, that would make you feel like shit. So obviously I knew they talk shit about me, they talk shit about everyone, you know?
yeah.
They're like BFFs. So my friend Veronica said literally, and then she's here talking about the store manager. The manager said, you and Jen need to start acting like leaders because y'all don't. We can't answer every question for y'all. And I was like, we haven't even been trained. We weren't trained at all to be stockroom manager and merch leader. We weren't trained at fucking all. So we had to do it by ourselves. And then she's like, Sarah talks the most shit. Sarah's the fucking store manager.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking shit about bleep and bleep all Monday. Like, they're refusing to answer questions I have now because they want me to make the decision. Okay, that's fine. But if I fucked up and y'all get mad after that, it's a teaching moment. Yeah. So say I asked a question, they'd be like, you have to figure it out. We can't do everything for you. And I'd be like, bitch, it's an important thing. Can you just tell me? And if say we messed up on it, they would fucking get so mad at us and be like, this is a teachable moment. And I was like, this could have been fucking prevented. So she's like, yeah, she was just like, you and Jen need to start acting like leaders. We can answer every question for you. So I was like, I'm gonna quit. Like, do they not expect any fucking questions from anyone? Like, that's why I always come to y'all, porque to them I can't talk to because it comes back around and bites my ass. Like, that's so unprofessional, especially how they act towards you. I don't know if they don't see this, but they don't even treat us like managers, only when they want to. Like, other brand ambassadors don't see us as managers because they never give us time or like stuff for us to put our energy or leadership out there. They can't expect everyone to be just like them. That's why so many girls have quit. We don't get paid as much as them. We don't get fucking OT, and we don't get PTO. We don't get privileges they get. Dude, I don't even want to talk bad about them. So I was just like, Sarah can't even stand for long, so she sits in the back all day. Sophie is always agreeing with Sarah.
Yeah.
Vanessa is literally the one who tells you shit straight up, and that's the manager. I told you that I kind of like her. Well, I do like her. But most of these girls, especially us, feel like shit when we try our hardest and it's not good enough, or it's not how they wanted it to be. But they never tell us how they want shit done. Veronica, this is a shit ass job where we get worked hard as fuck and we don't even get paid that great. Well, me, LOL. Like, ugh, it's so irritating. And she's like, no, for real. Especially how Sarah is acting right now. She's being hella rude. I asked her if she knew where some marketing was afterwards, and she ignored me. And then I asked again and she said no and walked away. I was like, okay, acting like this afterwards is making me want to quit. And no, dude, I'm good. Oh, she was telling me that she liked working at other places. Okay, and then I was working one day with Veronica, right? Mm-hmm. Veronica and Vanessa. So it was the girl I got along with, and then it was the manager who I liked because she was straight up. I told them how they were cutting back my hours for shipment but expected me to still finish it. So Vanessa was like, you should talk to the store manager, Sarah, and tell her how you're feeling. And I was like, okay. I was like, but she never answers.
Okay guys, so we couldn't finish the video because of technical issues, but here is the screenshots that we are going to show you, and you can go ahead and just read over them. This is all literally what we've been telling you guys. Don't ever stay at a workplace or a job where they treat you like this. You have a right to communicate with all the managers if they don't want to listen. And like she told my sister, her manager for that position that she was in, to do 97 boxes and to be done at a certain time and to have the mentality to finish it, that is forcing you to do shit like that. Like literally it boils my blood for her to tell my sister like it's easy, or like if she's gonna help her do it. So don't ever work at a place that they don't treat you right, and I hope you guys just go for a better job.
I was like, she had told
Name, you said name.
Oh.